महाराज की, षडगोस्वामी स्वामी वृंद की, पंचतत्व की, श्री निराय गौरांग की, श्री राधा गौ नटराज की, जगन्नाथ बल्ले सुधमैया की, all glories to devotees, all glories to devotees, all glories to Guru and Gaurang. Please sit up. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jamudireye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhavati Ruttamaśloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Canto 10, chapter number 54, verse number 26. यावन ना में हतो बाणे शयिता मुंचा दारिकाम स्मयं कृष्णो धनुष चित्वा शब्दिर विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम यावन्ना में हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकम स्मयन् कृष्णो धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम यावन्ना में हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकम स्मयन् कृष्णो धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर्विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम यावन्ना में हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकम स्मयन् कृष्णो धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर्विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकाम धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर्विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम यावन्ना में हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकाम स्मयन् कृष्णो धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर्विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम यावन्ना में हतो बाणे शय्यिता मुंच दारिकम स्मयन् कृष्णो धनुश्चित्वा शब्दिर्विव्यदा रुक्मिणाम. What word meaning? Yavat, while, na, not, may, my, ata, killed, bane, by the arrows, shayita, you lie down, muncha, release, darikam, the girl, smayan, smiling, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Dhanu, his bow, Chitwa, breaking, Shabdih, with 6 arrows, Vivyada, pierced, Rukminam, Rukmi. Translation. This is Rukmi speaking to Krishna. Release the goal before you are struck dead by my arrows and made to lie down. In response to this, Lord Krishna smiled, and with 6 arrows he struck Rukmi and broke his bow. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out that in fact Lord Krishna was meant to lie down together with Rukmini on a beautiful bed of flowers, but out of shyness Rukmi did not directly mention this point. This is Vishwanath Chakravarti's Asa. The previous verse is 25. I will read the translation. Wherever you go, carrying off my sister like a crow, stealing sacrificial butter, I will follow. This very day I shall relieve you of your false pride. You fool, you deceiver, you cheater in battle. This is what is being. The purport is also there for this verse. In his hysterical attack, Rukmi displays the very qualities he attributes to Sri Krishna. Every living being is part and parcel of the Lord and belongs to the Lord. Therefore, Rukmi was like a crow trying to steal the sacrificial offering meant for the enjoyment of the Lord. We will offer prayers and we will start. Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurum-Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Pariyana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarne Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratishe Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balbhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannadaya Te Namah. Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Chakapa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Dvaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I seek blessings of all devotees who are present in the class, so that I will be able to speak from Srimad Bhagavatam and glorify the Lord and His devotees. Krishna हो गया इसका. platform में mouse है क्या? So this before speaking from this subject, I was thinking what I am reading daily as my reading Prabhupada books. From that I want to share something where I was reading and contemplating on that, and then we'll go through this subject. This going. I was reading from first canto, first chapter, second chapter. I was reading how the Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled. So first Sri Vyasadeva glorifies Lord Krishna, giving us who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then Sri Vyasadeva speaks about Kaitav Dharma. Dharma Pojita Kaitavatro Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vatra Vastu. And this Dharma Projita Kaitavatra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastamatra Vastu Sivadam Tapatrayon Mulam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamani Krite Kim Vapare Ishvara Sadhya Hridya Vridyate Atra Kritibhi Shushrubi Takshana. So here this unless the living entity comes to his real constitutional position, Prabhupada explains dharma in the dictionary. It is word is given as faith, but Prabhupada says the faith can be changed. Somebody may having faith in different religions, somebody is Hindu or Muslim, but dharma is real characteristics of the particular thing. Means like water, characteristics of water is liquid, and the stone is hard. Like that, the characteristics of the living entity is he is a servant, and nobody can say that I am not serving anybody. Everybody is serving somebody superior. If somebody says I am not serving anybody, means he is serving his own senses. So this Srimad Bhagavatam gives that Vedyam Vastav Vastu. One gives the real information of who is he. Because there are so many scriptures in the Vedas, they are there. So many prescribed duties, so many demigod worship, so many other. But they are all not in the original state of the living entity. So till the time the living entity understands his real position, that he is Jiver Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das, till that time one cannot avoid the miseries, or one cannot go beyond modes. Because that's why here Tapatrayon Mulanam. So this Srimad Bhagavatam relieves one from all Tapatraya. Traya means these threefold miseries. The living entity, on account of accepting this material body, then he is awarded three modes of material nature, and miseries caused by own mind, and it's like नया ज्वाइन किया तो रैगिंग करते हैं कॉलेज में ऐसा. So it is basically the living entity is in very not in his original position, so miseries will be there. through mind, body, and through external. Till the time the living entity accepts, this Srimad Bhagavatam gives that real knowledge that who is the who we are. So by that way, and the process given in this is the culture of knowledge through hearing, because by hearing, through hearing we can develop our divine consciousness, because there is no other way to raise our consciousness. That's why this verse comes. Dharmaswanishtrita pumsam visvakshenu kathasuvaya na utpadayadaratim shramayevi kevalam. That's why in that verse also, that there the dharma meaning is like whatever constitutional position, whatever occupation duty one may be doing, in terms of our varna and ashrama, our material qualities. One should develop the attraction for the message of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By that way one can develop this divine consciousness that we are servant of the Lord. Jiver Swarupe Krishnera Nityadas. Like that, Sri Vyasadeva speaks, and he speaks about how all rasas are present in this Srimad Bhagavatam, or in Lord, where you don't get that in this material world. Only even if you get very little amount. Prabhu writes in one purport where Prabhu writes, there is no happiness in this world. Whatever you feel happiness is only just little bit an absence of misery. Is taken as is happiness. Sometime we lose the keys and we keep somewhere and we will search for the keys everywhere. Then after you getting the keys, you feel that you have got you achieved something, something like that. Or whatever little bit happiness is only very little. Sometimes, like Prabhu is saying, there is no happiness. But we, when we eat some tasty item, we feel some happiness or some enjoyment. So I was thinking, why Prabhu was, I was contemplating Prabhu, how Prabhu was writing like. I was thinking like, what the happiness one derive in the association of the Lord is so much, it cannot be compared with the happiness which you get in this material world. Whatever highest pleasure is there, sex pleasure or whatever, you eat nice items or whatever. Actually, we are not practicing, we may not understand what is actually spiritual happiness. But it is beyond explanation or whatever. And whatever we are getting happiness, that is only continuing us to practice. Like those who are in very higher stages of bhakti, even this body can't sustain that happiness. Like the verse comes in Sikshashtam, Nayanam Galadashrudharaya Vadam Gadgadrudyagir. So when the devotees, they experience, their body only can't, this mental body has no capacity even that way. I was just as an example. So whatever happiness or pleasure in this world is very insignificant. But the so we can't get this in this world by trying to enjoy from this material nature. So, but this Srimad Bhagavatam, by hearing the tangential message of the Lord, Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam sukmukad amrita dravya samhitam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam. Amrita samhitam. Amrita dravya samhitam. So this is that actually real rasa is there in the glories of the Lord, hearing the glories of the Lord. So when we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we should understand for the soul, this is the real important thing. So in our life we should have that priorities to seriously, sincerely make priorities to chant and hear the glories of the Lord. By that way we can, our consciousness develops divine consciousness. Then we will be able to serve the Lord nicely. And here the sages, when they, Srila Vyasadeva speaks about how, like I was thinking, reading, like when first Srila Vyasadeva spoke to Sukadeva Goswami spoke to all the assembled sages there, and Suta Goswami heard that, and that Vyasadeva is like compiling it. There he says how all the sages in the Naimisharanya, they have performed their morning duties, sacrifices. Then they make the Suta Goswami sit on Vyasasana, and they ask him the questions. And how they say that Suta Goswami is well versed in all the scriptures, and he know all the scriptures of different thing, and he has free from all vice. Prabhupada says in one lecture I was hearing, Goswami means first is free from vice, sinful life. Then he should control all his senses and perform duties given by the spiritual master, and please the spiritual master, try to please the spiritual master. Then those person can sit in Vyasas and speak, like all the sages make the Suta Goswami sit in the Vyasasana. So we in our life we should follow what is given by Prabhupada, try to follow what in the footsteps of these Goswamis. So, and they say that the Kali Yuga has begun. So we have sit here for a great length to hear about the glories of the Lord. And first they say, please explain the essence of all the scriptures, because in the Kali Yuga people are all short lives, disturbed, unlucky, lazy. Shri Nitai Gaurang ki, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So we are very eager to hear, and there two words comes in the sloka there, Shushushamananam and Anuvarnitam. Shushushamananam means they are very eager to hear, and please explain in following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. Means those who want to hear, they should have that eagerness to hear, and they should hear from bona fide person who is following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. When these two conditions are met, then there is purification and all it happens. And they say that we are never tired of hearing hearing the glories of the Lord. Like that they say. So in our life also we should be not tired of hearing the glories of the Lord, chanting the holy names. So that way we can progress in our Krishna consciousness. Like the Ekadasi or days where we can, there is fasting from grains, but one should make feast for the soul. Soul is more hearing, spending time for hearing the glories of the Lord, chanting more rounds, serving, decreasing the bodily necessities and increasing the soul necessities. Soul wants to if you want to hear or eat 100 rasgullas, it's not possible. You can eat 1, 2, 3 like that. But for the soul, hearing the glories of the Lord and chanting is like eating like rasgullas. But in our conditioned state, it is difficult. Like that sugar cane juice for a jaundiced person. So, but one should pray to the Lord, serve the devotees. So by that one can develop, by serving the pure devotees and pleasing them, one can develop desire to hear and chant. So by that one should increase the at least on regulated way, where now Lord is giving the Ekadasi, like yesterday it gone. So one should make plans to feast for the soul. So one should be enthusiastic to spend more time for hearing the glories of Lord, chanting. Sometimes we may think that we have so many things, there is no time for all these things. But actually, if we prioritize and do the things, all other things will be balanced. And there are so many devotees are there to help. But only we should make proper priorities and give importance for hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord and chanting the holy names. So we are reading, we'll go to now the verses here. This Rukmi was speaking these words, harsh words to Lord Krishna. When the Lord Krishna was taking Rukmini, Lord Krishna takes Rukmini like a lion taking the deer from in the midst of the jackals. But there Jarasandha, they speak like Hare, he is like a lower animal, like jackal, he is taking in the prey of us. They speak. So this is the demonic mentality, where they attribute their qualities to the Lord. Actually, we are all dependent on Lord in every aspect in our life. Lord is Abhigna Swarat, but we are completely dependent on the Lord for every activity. When we take food to digest, we don't have capacity. So we are all totally dependent in every aspect. But the living entity, out of demonic this mentality, they develop this enviousness towards the Lord more and more, and develop this consciousness of of speaking these words he was saying. wherever you go, carrying my sister like a crow, stealing sacrificial butter. Wherever you go, carrying off my sister like a crow, stealing sacrificial butter, I will follow. This very day I shall relieve you of your false pride. You fool, you deceiver, you cheater in battle. He's saying, he's going to false pride and all these things he was saying. Actually, we are so much, for every aspect, actually, we are dependent on so many others. Like when Lord wants to create Dwarka, by just in the night, everything is ready. But for us to do anything, from morning to night, we can see any service or anything. From morning, you need hot water. Somebody has arranged water. Then you get clothes, somebody made it. Everything you are dependent on others. I was doing this in cooking for deities. I was learning. So there we are dependent on assistant. Some devotee who is there cut everything, then you will be able to do it nicely. Otherwise, if assistant doesn't cooperate, if he does his one way or not, then the quality also change. So we are dependent on assistant and everyone, so many things, but still living entity thinks he is the doer and he can independent. The false pride. So here the Rukmini was speaking like this. Actually, he is like a crow trying to steal the sacrificial meant for the Lord. So actually everything is meant for the pleasure of the Lord. But the living entities, they try to enjoy what is meant for the Lord. So this is the demonic mentality is to try to enjoy what is meant for the Supreme Lord. And modern education is giving us this, which make people become demonic. What they teach is how to enjoy, how to earn some money and enjoy. This is what taught in the schools and college. People go to school and come out as a with a demonic mentality. So when devotees go for preaching, they have to tell everything again, undo what all they learn and make understand scriptures, understand God, everything. So this is a demonic mentality. Try to enjoy what is meant for the Lord. So this Ravana is also trying to take what is Sita, taking away Sita from Lord Ram, and ultimately was killed. Here also we see the Rukmini was humiliated later. So this demonic mentalities like Jagai Madai, this kind of people, the only hope is, and in Kali Yuga, all people are with this demonic mentality, trying to enjoy what is meant for the Lord and no following any scriptural rules. Demons doesn't follow any scriptural rules, and they want to enjoy what is without following any scriptural rules and regulations and against the against dharma, against what is will of the Lord. And the only hope is for them is either they are like killed, like in previous incarnations they are killed by the Lord, or they are ultimately killed by the material nature in the form of death. And another only hope is mercy of Panchatattva and his devotees. So by their mercy now, in Kali Yuga, even the people having this kind of demonic mentality, by the mercy of devotees and Prabhupada and Panchatattva, the people are relieved from this demonic mentality. For that, like, we are starting this Prabhupada, this marathon, started from 15th. So going out, giving books to the people, people are filled with demonic mentality. And we see during this Durga Puja time, people are keeping sound box and enjoying and all that. So this is what people are outside. So we should extend and give this Krishna consciousness, following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. The instruction given by Lord Chaitanya to Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, Suno Suno Nityananda, Suno Haridas. In that says that you go Gare Gare Giya Karo Ye Bhiksha, Karo Sikshna, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Siksha. So this was the instruction given to Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu. That's why Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful. He delivered Jagai Madai. So Prabhupada also following in the footsteps of previous acharyas, Nityananda Prabhu, he gave this message to the whole world. Prabhupada went to places, remote places of the world, and gave this Krishna consciousness to everyone. Like that, Prabhupada saved us and his followers. So we should also take time and distribute this message by distributing books. So this way the demonic people can be delivered. And for a practicing person, sometime also this demonic mentality comes. Like we see in the pastime of Lord Indra, when Krishna stops the sacrifice for Lord Indra by Vrajvasis, he becomes very angry. So this demigod mentality means one wants to follow the rules given by the scriptures, want to serve the Lord also, and there is enjoying mentality is also there. So for us practicing Krishna, when we come to Krishna consciousness, before like myself, I am demon before. So now you are getting an opportunity to serve the Lord. I am saying details. So now you have both. You want to enjoy also, and you want to serve. So so there is false pride is also there. So because of that, you become sometime you don't follow follow the will of the Lord. And here in the past time, Indra is a demigod and great devotee, and no comparison. But in this past time, he was saying he becomes angry, and he knows that Vrajavasis stopped the yajna because Krishna told them to stop. So he speaks now. He is a human mortal, and he is like a Balisha, just he is a childish, and they are all following him. And now I will tell them what is I will teach them lesson, and because they are all very because of their prosperity, they became very puffed up, and now they stopped the yajna. So now I will kill all their animals, and he sends the rains, some of the clouds. So there, when the torrents of rain starts, and it's like whole Vrindavan is filled with water, full. There is no difference where is the higher land and lower land. So all the cows, all the Vrajas, everyone is in distress, and they take shelter of the Lord. And immediately Lord Krishna lifts the Govardhan hill with his little finger, and he gives tell them, all of them, you all come under the this Govardhan hill. So we see, we can see from this pastime, when there is danger or difficulties coming in our life, there is immediately when we take shelter of the Lord, then there is will become more Krishna conscious. Like Prajosh has got the full association of the Lord all 7 days continuous, day and night. Previously they were in separation, and when the Lord is going out for herding cows, the gopis were in separation, Lord is out. When Lord comes out, come out from the herding cows and is in the home, the gopas, they are all in separation from the Lord. So now in this pastime, when the Govardhan, in the lifting of the Govardhan hill, they got full association of the Lord, continuous 7 days, and in Lord in 1 second he can perform so many pastimes. In those 7 days, how much Lord must be reciprocating with all the devotees, simultaneously with the gopas, gopis, and cows, and all the Vrajvasis. So in our life also, when difficulties come, we should take shelter of the Lord. Then we will progress towards the Lord. So instead of thinking why I am getting this miseries or thing, if one takes shelter of the Lord, then one will come more closer to Krishna. So from this pastimes we can learn. Then afterwards, Indra subsides the rains and it ask forgiveness from the Lord. I am not going through that pastime. So when we are practicing, when this kind of demonic mentality comes, Lord makes arrangement to purify us to different ways. Sometimes we think we are very humble, like that. So, but actually, that nature, how it comes, very will certain time it immediately will come to know. Oh, we are not in that platform. And recently, I went to Bada Bazar for purchasing. So I went to one shop. So I was purchasing and I went to one shop. That person immediately said, आप तो साधु है, आपको बुद्धि नहीं है क्या? आप चप्पल पहन के अंदर आए बोले. Then immediately मेरे को इतना गुस्सा है उसके ऊपर. मैं पहने तुम्हारा शॉप में क्या है इधर, ऐसे करके मैं I also spoke harshly. Then he said, अरे आप ऐसा करके अंदर आए तो हम आपको भगा देंगे बोले इधर से. Then then argument started. Then that person told अरे आप तो पता नहीं इधर एक है कॉर्नर में पूजा करते हैं. So they are all like like होते हैं they do people business and Vaishya community, and every shop has, it's like in Bada Bazar, like old town. So people are cultured some kind of. So they have all the shop, some puja. Every shop has, and everybody's shop has chapel outside. So हम तो आदत नहीं है. So आप तो पहना होगा साधु ड्रेस, बट हम आपसे बड़ा है बोले. Then थोड़ा आर्गुमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ. फिर फाइनली मेरे को लगा ठीक है, देखो तुम मेरे को बुद्धि नहीं बोला इसलिए मेरे को लग गया. इसलिए मैं ऑल्सो आर्ग्यूड विथ हूँ. ठीक है, अब मैं चप्पल निकालता हूँ. मैं सोचा आई वांटेड टू परचेज दोज थिंग्स फॉर मी, व्हाई आई हैव टू आर्ग्यू विथ हिम. सो What I'm saying is, when we stay in temple, everybody respect you. Thing. But when we go, I became so angry with him. Sometimes when we hear from the lectures, and somebody spit on your face, and you should be happy. Like that. We try to follow our, like Maharaj, Rama Maharaj speaks in nature. We should be thinking that this devotee should spit on my face or speak all ill words. But when we are not purified, so this kind of arrangement where makes us understand what is inside is there. So this nature is there, but one has to again, by practicing Krishna consciousness, by this way we can purify ourselves. Then we will go ahead in Krishna consciousness. So, but for pure devotees, they are in. We discussed about demonic nature, where either Lord kills them, or the material nature, or the only hope, other hope is the mercy of Panchatattva and his devotees, Prabhupada and his followers. And for us practicing, we should also, when we become falsely proud, Krishna makes arrangement to purify us. And at that time we should take shelter of the Lord, like Indra. When he was make him humiliated, he immediately took shelter of the Lord. And actually the demigods means they will take shelter of the Lord. Otherwise he's not demigod, he's demon. Demons, they will not take whatever situation they want to. They want to get killed or like that. Or extreme mercy of like Lord Nityananda, like that. For pure devotees, they are always, they think always they don't deserve, and always things humble. And whatever little mistake or is there, they think themselves very fallen and take full shelter of the Lord always. So that is the difference between demonic and demigod, this practicing devotees and pure devotees. So it is 8:57, where we discussed how we should dharmasthvanishtita pumsam visvakshena katasya navutpadidritim shramayevitam. So whatever occupational duties one is performing, one has to sincerely chant and hear the glories of the Lord. The process is very simple, like hearing the glories of the Lord, serving the pure devotee and his pleasing him, Guru, Krishna, Vaishnavas, and following four regulative principles, and hearing and reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing from the pure devotees, superiors. So this is the very, process is very simple. But one has to sincerely take the process, because what is impossible can happen by the association of pure devotees. Like in laboratory, sometimes you want to for some reactions, either you need very high temperature or certain things, but you add some catalyst or something, it becomes very easier. Like that, by associating the devotees of the Lord, serving them, makes easier this process of Krishna consciousness. So, and we have full availability is there. Prabhupada books are there, Prabhupada instructions are there, and there are many followers of Srila Prabhupada who are practicing from many years. and all facilities there for us. Only we should take sincerely, seriously this process and follow Guru Krishna Vaishnavas, and then our life, we can perfect our life. Hare Krishna. If anybody have any questions, time is already up. Personally, we can. If you have any comments, you can say. Gandhra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.